Alcoholism is a widely researched area of addiction, and some studies have suggested that addiction can be inherited. A study was conducted on adopted children and found out that the group with alcoholic parents were more likely to become addicted to alcohol than the control group. This is not an exact replica of the study, but an oversimplified version to save time. Psychologists have tried to understand this inheritary addiction from parents to children, and many studies have been done to understand this. This is baby A with an alcoholic father. This is baby B with non-alcoholic mother. A psychological journalist called Godwin wrote up an article about this kind of study. A twin study found that identical twins were more concordant of how much and how often they drank. Both pointed towards some element of genetic control over alcoholic consumption and alcoholism. In the past decade, 4 adoption studies have been conducted in Denmark, and they all found out the same thing, that sons raised by alcoholic parents were several times more likely to become addicted to alcohol themselves. Also, in another twin study, the overall suggestion was that a genetic factor was alcoholism. Genetic must be used in quotes because certainly in the adoption studies other factors would have influenced the outcome. 20 years later, and baby A with the alcoholic father has now become an alcoholic himself. Baby B, who had the non-alcoholic mother, has remained non-alcoholic just like her parents. Therefore, the results show that children with parents that were alcoholics are more likely to become alcoholics themselves. Are we done?
Okay.
Cool.
Have it?
Yeah.
Alright, so how does this go?
Just read it and it'll be in the video.
So I just stand there and read it? That'd be some jokes.
Take off.
Are you reading?
No, wait. Yeah. Should I say something like funny? Like, okay, firstly, no babies were hurt. Alright.
But why am I sending you?
You can if you want.
What moral support?
Yeah. Are you ready? Yeah. Alright. Firstly, no babies were hurt in the making of this video, and no alcohol was actually used. Understanding addiction issues, and in this case alcoholism, is as important as it could explain why this issue keeps returning every generation. Some indicate that through studies that alcoholism does affect adolescents with psychological disorders. In fact, the 13 million children whose parents have been alcoholics are also severely affected by this disorder. This does not mean that addiction as such is inherited, but it shows that it is a recurrent issue which needs to be dealt with. Psychology offers new insight as to how and why this issue is affecting families and in some cases whole communities. Addictive disorders, and in specific alcoholism, are disorders which can wreck families, cause havoc in societies and in people's lives. Deaths due to alcoholism cost society billions of dollars each year. The importance of psychological studies towards addiction can help with the prevention of treatment of this issue in the world by understanding how and why it still affects society.
How long
Amen.